Luffy! Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is my review for Netflix's new documentary called Enter the Anime. So Enter the Anime is a documentary aimed at newcomers to anime and follows anime newbie Alex Bernov, the director, as she dives into the mysterious world of the genre. I believe this is her first directorial debut as kind of like a feature. It's about an hour long. She's directed a few shorts before, but this is, I believe, her first kind of outing into anime, and this is her first kind of even attempt at knowing what anime is. As she learns about anime is what you learn about anime, and that's kind of the whole premise of this documentary. Before I carry on, I want to ask you a question. What anime on Netflix is your favorite anime, or what is your all-time anime favorite series at the moment, and what do you recommend I should watch? I've seen loads, but I'm always interested in new ones. But let's get into the review. I feel like this documentary really is for newcomers, and there's been so many times when I've said to people who ask me about what anime actually is that it's hard to explain. I explain a little bit about the Japanese culture and history, and I try to explain to them the animated style. Never really comes across right until you show them an anime, and then they either love it or hate it. I think it's hard to be in between. You kind of love anime or you hate it. And so this documentary attempts to inform you as a viewer, whatever background you're coming from, what anime is. And so it takes you to Japan. It takes you to the culture of some of the greatest anime minds, so mostly Netflix stuff because it's a Netflix documentary. And so you have all the big kind of Netflix original anime shows. You've got the creators, producers and directors from Baki, from Senseiya, from Agretsuko, from Seven Seeds. It even delves into Toei, which I believe is what they say is the equivalent to Disney, so it's Japan's Disney is Toei. And it really gives you kind of a history and a kind of a snapshot of what anime is. It goes from where it came from, it goes from almost its origins to where it is now, and how it has developed subcultures. And I like all that informative style. I'm a huge fan of anime, so anything anime really related I'm kind of sucked into. What I didn't like about the documentary, however, was some of the narration from the director. It comes across quite cheesy, quite cringy at times. Some of the scripted lines feel really forced. I'm not sure why they were going the way they were going. It feels like they're trying to be cool when you're not cool. When you're trying to force someone to be cool or trying to come off looking cool, normally it comes off cheesy and cringy. I think I'm not the only one that has stated this. I've seen a few other people say the same thing, that it's just sometimes it comes across cringy and just too much. And then some of the transitions and the editing style is really weird as well. So it's trying to be really fast-paced and clever, and then some of the transitions are so fast and frantic that it's hard to read the subtitles and your eyes don't really know where to go. So you're trying to follow the anime of a character that you love or a character you're interested in, if this is your first time seeing those characters, and then you're trying to read the subtitles unless you can speak Japanese. But there's a lot of interviews and of directors and creators, as I mentioned before, so you do kind of have to read the subtitles, but at the same time your eyes are being drawn to what is going on screen. So normally it's just an interviewer, maybe a cutaway, but sometimes here in this documentary you have 4 or 5 cut up screens, and I understand what they're trying to do, but it's too much and your eye doesn't really know where to go. So you find yourself reading half a sentence and then missing out what's going on, or you have to pause and go back, and I found that somewhat frustrating. So between the kind of cringy scripted lines that felt forced and the editing style, I did find that at times, for a majority of this documentary, I was sighing and wanted it to kind of get over to the next part where they're perhaps not being narrated by, but it's just kind of straightforward interview, or they're showing some of the subculture, which is really interesting, or you get in an interview with a director that from an anime you perhaps like. It does go quite deeply into some of the anime creators of why they think anime is great or what they think anime is. And I think it, as a whole, it eventually comes towards I'm
a time traveler. I'm from the future. I'm not from this time.
Goal it's setting out and helping you understand what anime is. And I hope we do get more documentaries like this, like explaining what anime is and bringing new fresh eyes to the world of anime, because I love the animated style and I love the culture that it brings, and just kind of all the storylines that are just really grip you. And some people just don't understand it when you're like, anime is great, and like, what are you talking about? Isn't it just like young girls in short dresses? And yeah, sure, there is some of that, but actually anime is really awesome. If you've seen any Studio Ghibli stuff or some of the anime on Netflix, then you'll know some of the kind of the deep culture references that are in anime, some of the themes that they tackle that are really hard hitting, some of the, like, there's a lot of like world ending anime or restarting the world. It talks about, even in the documentary, it talks about stuff like that is relevant to us now. So, you know, climate change, politics, all of that is really in the anime, and they talk a lot about it through action or whatever anime you're choosing, because there's so many random ones. I like that it touches on those themes in this, and I think if she hadn't have done that, it wouldn't have been a documentary worth its salt at all. So I'm kind of teetering on yeah, this is quite cool because it's about anime, but yeah, this is also not a great documentary. It hasn't been put together that well, in my opinion. I don't think it's the best documentary I've seen, but I'm hoping that we get more from this. I'm eager to see what else she produces. Hopefully, if Netflix give this director another chance at more anime, maybe it'll become a series or something, then the kind of editing style and narration will change and become more natural and feel more real. I'm going to give this a C+ as a documentary in a whole, but I do think that it's informative and it does what it sets out to do and teach people about anime and what anime is. So yeah, do let me know in the comments below what you thought about this documentary about anime and what is anime, and what your favorite anime is at the moment, whether it's on Netflix, Crunchyroll, or wherever else. Give me some lists down below of anime I should check out. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and choose.